you fellas? What, are you crazy? You could have got yourselves killed.
That's just the point.
What, you don't want to live?
We do want to live. This is living. Coming out to the West has been a dream of ours for years and years. Each of us spent a sizable portion of our savings just to come here, too. And we felt it's worth it. After all, when you've spent your whole life looking at pictures, the real thing is worth almost any price.
Well, it seems to me Mr. Marshall's showing it to you pretty good.
That's just it. He wants to show it to us. He wants us to experience the West through the window of a coach. Now, how's that any different than looking at pictures in a book?
Well, I guess you got a point. I'm gonna go see Mr. Marsh and tell him you fellas are all right. I want you to come back and see me, but only when you're ready. Oh, do me a favor. Don't try another stunt like this again, please.
You remember that.
Don't seem right, us just stopping here.
We can't track at night, kid. Kid? What's the matter with you? Seems like your mind's been on something other than what we've been doing all day.
That's something Jesse said.
About you?
About my brother. He said that maybe I should have been helping him instead of trying to convince him what he was doing was wrong.
That ain't so, kid. Your brother was wrong.
I know that. Just got me thinking.
About what?
About everything I left behind to come out west. Friends. Family, what's left of them. Hell, the land itself. For a long time, I thought that it was the last time I'd see him. I thought they'd be just memories. I ain't so sure anymore. Lou, if this war starts, when it starts, those folks try to take away my memories. I'm going back home, you hear me?
You gonna leave Rock Creek?
Leaving you would be the hardest thing that I ever had to do. But staying would be harder.
Rider coming! Easy, big fella.
Just want to get yourself right there.
I see it. All
right.
Oh, get go, man. There you go, Quimby. That's the way.
I'll have to talk to Russell Majors and Waddell about signing you on, Mr. Quimby.
Yes, sir. A real express rider.
Nice shot, Mr. Quimby. Mr. Quimby?
Did I hit something?
I have to admit you have quite a flair for this entertaining the public, Mr. Cody. I'd ask you to come and work for me if I weren't giving it up.
You're giving it up? Why? They look like they're having fun.
Oh, yes, they're fine, but I think I've discovered I'm not exactly cut out for the country.
All right. Well, what about instead of bringing people to the West, bringing the West back to your people in the East?
I don't quite follow you.
Now, I've been thinking about this, Mr. Marsh, ever since I met you boys. Now, imagine this. If you got yourself together a couple of real fancy shooters and a couple of dozen horses and maybe some wild animals or something like that, like buffalo or something, put that all together, you bring it back to New York and you started to put on some shows. You know?
No, it would never work.
You're probably right. It was just a thought. Nice to meet you, Mr. Marsh.
A pleasure.
Gentlemen, take care now.
You too!
Buffaloes.
Look at that, Jesse. Never thought you'd see this many banknotes in your whole life, did you?
No.
Don't it make you feel good? We're gonna be heroes when we bring this back.
How many more people are gonna die along the way?
I told you before, somebody always gets in the way.
What if next time it's us?
You're scared, ain't you?
Ain't you?
Not anymore. Sometimes people gotta die for what they believe in. And I'm ready.
I don't know, Frank.
Well, you better make up your mind, because if you ain't ready for what's coming, you ain't gonna survive.
What's gonna happen?
Things a lot worse than I've ever seen or you could imagine. That and a whole lot more is coming down the road at us, little brother. And you gotta be ready. Because if you ain't, it's gonna roll right on over you.
How's your leg holding out? Oh, don't worry about me. You really think Jesse and Frank are in that old ghost town?
I gotta figure that's where Frank was hiding the money there when I caught him.
Well, you done good, Jimmy. I guess that Frank is a real burr under your saddle.
I didn't do it for Frank, Teaspoon. I did it for Jesse.
Guess Rachel's been talking to you too, huh?
Somebody's gotta look after him.
Let's hold up for a minute. I've seen worse than Jesse.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's the one young fella. He was so used to looking for trouble, I had to hide it from him just to keep things interesting. But I kept forgetting that he was so young. Guess I forgot that about Jesse, too.
So whatever happened to this young fella?
Well, much to my surprise, he growed up. And you know what?
What?
You turned into one hell of a man. Damn. Come on, let's get this over with.
Let him go. We kill him now, or just give ourselves away to Frank. You'd hear that shot for sure. Besides, I always like surprises.
I don't like this place, Frank.
Come on, let's get out of here.
What was that?
Company. Wait here.